Egypt, mystic land of the pharaohs. Egypt, untold millennia buried beneath the sand. Egypt, where we're going today.
Seeking a bit of sunshine, I first went to Spain, where I met a man called Roberto Sarsa, who told me the legend of KEOPS. I then took plane to Cairo, where our adventure will begin, in just a... Of course, I have no watch, and as you shall find out why in the following adventure. I shall be putting them up on Spectrum Computing. There will be spoilers, just to let you know. I seek to be the first to uncover the secret of the Pyramid of Cheops and survive. Many others have tried, all have failed. There are many deaths awaiting you. Will you die of thirst? Will you be killed by a deadly animal? Will you perhaps be killed by the god Khufu, who protects the treasure himself, seeking only the magic word to set it free? Are you ready for your date with destiny?
This is KEOPS by Roberto Sarsa from Micro Hobby, issue 181. Micro Hobby was a Spanish magazine, came out fortnightly. It was an independent magazine for users of Sinclair computers and compatibles, costing 250 pesetas. It is from 1988. This is KEOPS, a lovely title screen. KEOPS, as I said, was written by Roberto Sarsa in 1988. Senor Sarsa was from Zaragoza, and as a Spanish text adventure from a Spanish magazine, it is of course written in Spanish. So let's have a look at it. Nice graphics drawn quickly. Acabas de llegar a Egipto tras 5 horas de viaje. Estás en el aeropuerto. There's a nice beeping sound. There's a sign for El Cairo Airlines, and we are going to Ir Sur, as we say in the business. Nice drawing of a city skyline. Estás en el Cairo, la capital de Egipto. Estás rodeado de edificios y templos. El joven te está pidiendo algo. When I typed it in, I missed the space, and instead of saying he is asking you for something, it said he is spitting on you. Not the same thing. Estás en una tienda como tantas que hay en el Cairo. But we're not going to do it all in Spanish. We're going to do it in English, because I've translated it. And from here on in, there will be spoilers. The aim of the game is to reach the pyramid and say the magic word. And at the end, you get this rather nice effect, which is all done programmatically. You print the text at the bottom of the screen, and then you get this rather jolly effect. Of course, in Spanish it says fin. As I said, there will be spoilers. I'll be putting both versions, the Spanish version and my English translation, up onto Spectrum Computing, hopefully be up there next month. So we have a lovely night sky, nice stars, a desert scene, and again we have the Pyramid of Cheops. And it's a really genuinely lovely effect, all done in BASIC. There is a small part of machine code where we change the font. See here, the font is a thicker font than we were expecting. So rather than calling it the adventure, I've called it the quest, so it fits on the line. We've now arrived at Cairo Airport after 5 hours of travel. We can go south or we can go east. A nice effect of the sky. We're going to go east to start off with, and straight away from the airport we're in the immense desert. The dunes surround me in all directions, and to the north there's a barracks where the guards of the prohibited zone live. And we continue through the desert. To the north we see a temple, unless it's a mirage. It's not guarded. The graphics are done mostly with graphics characters and a little bit of drawing. They're rather fast. Because we only have one print character, it builds a massive string of varying strange shapes. But it's pretty darn fast. So let's now go north into the temple. We're not dead yet, which is a big bonus. It's a lot faster than the Hobbit drawings, I seem to recall. We're inside the temple, and there's a poster on one of the pillars and money in a bag. The poster says, "If you want the treasure of KEOPS, enter the pyramid and give the password to the god Khufu." We're also going to take the money, which is in a bag. Yoink! So not only have we arrived in Spain, we've now robbing temples. Let's head south, back to the desert. Make a mistake, go back to the temple. At least it draws very quickly. Really nice pillar work. I'm rather impressed with that. Mr. Sarsa has done a good job. So let's head back the way we came, which is to the west. And we're now going to head north into the barracks. We have a nice window, a nice little table with spoons. We're in the barracks. There's a sleeping guard. There's a table with some food on it and a hook on the wall. There's a few things we need here. So we're going to take the food. We're going to look at this hook. And on the hook there's a key. We better take this key. Keys are always useful in adventure games. Let's look at this guard. See what he's up to. He sleeps holding his rifle. In his pocket he has bullets. You can try and take his rifle. It won't end well. Let's now head south. We've done everything we need to here. You do not have an infinite inventory space. You can carry 6 items. Let's now head south into Cairo itself. Nice little minaret. Nice domed mosque. Surrounded by buildings and temples. A boy asking for a gift. I'm going to ignore him. Go to a nice square. There's a cathedral and of course a well. Let's look at the well. In the well there's a rope. So let's go down the well. First thing you do in any country is go down a well. The rope is drawn really rather nicely. Effective graphics here. So when I've reached the bottom of the well, the walls are made up of mossy stone. On the mud there's a uniform like that used by the police of the prohibited zone. So we'll take that uniform. And let's go up the rope. Unfortunately it's come loose and has fallen to the ground. So now we can't climb up again. This is a bad thing. So let's look at the walls. There's a loose stone. So let's take that. We can't take that, we've got too much stuff. So what are we carrying? We've currently got a watch, a key, some bullets, a uniform, a bag and some food. So we drop some. Let's put the uniform back on the ground. And let's take this stone. We're now going to tie the stone to the rope. And then throw the stone up out of the well so we can climb up again. But importantly, take the uniform and go back up the rope. Up we go. Back into the market square. So let's now head east to the outskirts of Cairo. To the south is the prohibited zone, closed to foreigners. If you go there without the uniform, you will get shot. Fortunately, I've got a uniform though. In the prohibited zone, guard towers with watchful sentries everywhere. To the south is the armory, which is locked. Because I've got the key, I can open the armory. So let's drop the key, we don't need that any longer. Let's head south. I'm in the armory. The weapons are well protected in some steel safes. Outside are only a few pistols. So let's take a pistol. You never know when you might need a gun in an adventure game. And let's just try it out. It is not loaded. So you can load the pistol. Now I've got a loaded gun. Watch, bullets, uniform, pistol, bag, food. So let's now leave the prohibited zone. The graphics are nicely done. There are only 3 user-defined graphics. There is the little doorway. There is the little man who you see in the guardhouse. And also there is the sort of crisscross effect you get by default on the Spectrum. So now drop the uniform. We're now back into just south of the airport. This boy still wants something. We're going to ignore him. We're busy, we've got things to do. In a little shop, we can buy all kinds of stuff. Let's buy a souvenir to bring home. Oh, I can't buy a souvenir. So let's buy a canteen. Excellent. Because obviously deserts are quite hot. So look at this boy. What does he want? Bloody annoying boy. He wants my digital watch. So if I give the boy my watch, in return he'll give me a flute. Which is rather jolly. Now we've got a canteen of water and a flute. We can fill the canteen at the well. So it all makes sense so far. It's all logical. And coming up, we are going to, for example, the prohibited zone will kill you, but it does warn you. So here, we're outside the city. There are a number of things. And to the north is quicksand. So it warns you there's going to be quicksand. And a lot of the instant death areas aren't instant death. They're instant death if you don't leave. So you get a chance to go away without dying, which is pretty good. So let's head north. And we're in the quicksand, sinking little by little, and there's a branch above me. We grab the branch. If you don't grab the branch, you will instantly die, but the clue is pretty much there. Wherever I look, the boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. So we dig and find a magnifying glass, which we will take. Yoink! With all these games, you want to take everything you possibly can. It's a rare game that will kill you for carrying things, although the good ones do. So we escape the quicksand again. Let's take the branch. We can't, we've got too much stuff. We will need the branch though. So we shall come back later. So let's now head south. Uh-oh, we have something here. What do we have? Drawing circles on the spectrum is rather slow. There's a serpent. Fortunately, we have a flute. The serpent is charmed. To go past the serpent, and the sun is blazing down mercilessly, and we're going to die of thirst. Luckily, we've got a drink. So that's fine. We need to go and get more stuff, though. You need the flute to get past the snake. Fortunately, we need to go and get the branch. So I have to drop the pistol and the bullets there. And there's the snake. So let's play the flute. Snake is fine. Let's go north. Let's go north again. The graphics are really effective. I'm genuinely impressed with the graphics. So back in the quicksand. So you need to grab the branch to escape from the quicksand, even though we knew it was there. So that's our third visit. I'm going to take this branch. Yoink. Let's now go south. Now, I'm not going to go south because I'm not sure whether or not the desert will kill me again without water. So rather than risking it, I'm going to refill my canteen, because logically speaking, it's going to be hot there and I'm going to need another drink. It's a desert. Deserts are hot. You don't go to the desert without water. That would be silly. So we head south. We have a nice drawing of the snake, which is really nicely done with 6 semicircles and a little circle on the end. Play our little flute. The serpent is charmed. But this time we're going to examine the serpent. And it's wearing a medallion, which is rather unusual. So we're going to take the medallion. And let's now head south. This is where we were very thirsty. It doesn't tell us what the objects are, though, because we've dropped them. So we've got canteen, magnifying glass, a medallion, flute, food, and a branch. So I've dropped the flute. Without the flute, we can't get past the snake anymore. And I don't believe I'll need the canteen anymore either. But I will need the pistol. And I'm going to need the bullets. We now head further east. Wander through the desert. Horror! A pack of hyenas approaching at great speed. They're going to get me. Originally, the translation was, they are going to screw you, which didn't seem entirely appropriate, so I changed it to get you. You fire the gun, though. In order to fire the gun, you need the pistol and the bullets, and you need to have loaded the gun. Without doing all 3 of those, the hyenas will tear you to pieces. But now we don't need the pistol or bullets any longer. We're now in front of a huge chasm. It stops us from proceeding further. So this time we need to use the branch to make a bridge across. Making that across. Again, I did say this is full of spoilers. It's rather splendid. We've reached the end of the desert and arrived in a green and fertile area. We now need to eat or else we will die. Let's now head east. We're now on the banks of the Nile. There's a boat on the shore. I'm going to ignore the boat, because if we could reach it from the Nile, we wouldn't bother. We're now heading south. Look at this lovely, lovely drawing. Beautiful. It is night. After walking for a few kilometres, you can see in the distance your objective, KEOPS. So let's head east. Lovely, lovely pyramid. Again, all the graphics are done in BASIC, and it's pretty fast. There's the moon. Lovely pyramid. In this case, it starts out as a great big triangle, but then perspective line. In front of KEOPS to the south is the entrance. So let's head east, but the back of the pyramid facing the wall. So just look at this wall. There's something there. There's an engraving on a stone. But I won't read this engraving. It's too small. How can we read writing that's too small? We have a magnifying glass. Can we use the glass? No, you don't use the glass. So what can we do? What have we got? We do have the magnifying glass and a medallion. That's all we've got left now. We are very close to the end of the game. One thing I added to this game, in addition to the directions of one character, is the keyword verbs, which will tell you what verbs the game understands. Which is, sometimes these things, it's like, give us a clue what's going on. So, let's read the engraving using glass. Reasonable. The password is EGF Office. Write it down for later. In fact, if you type read engraving and anything else, and you have the glass, magnifying glass, it'll work. But it works quite nicely. It's felt natural. From here, east and west go back to the entrance to the pyramid. But here, I've gone south. In the graveyard of those who sought to profane and rob KEOPS. This is where we ended up earlier after I thought the password was snorkers. So I found some dead flesh, 3,500 years old. I don't want that. Let's now head north. And let's go back to the entrance. We're heading east, go around the pyramid. There's the lovely moon over the desert. Let's now finally head south. We're at the entrance to the pyramid. It's closed though, to the side of the plate. Let's open the door. The door's made of solid stone. We can't open the door. But there's a plate here. Let's look at this plate. It's a hole of 5 centimetres diameter. Fortunately, we're carrying something. Here's these verbs. Dig, throw, blah, blah. We're going to use put. We're going to use put. We put the medallion into the hole. The medallion fits in the hole. The door starts to open slowly, and we enter inside the mysterious pyramid of KEOPS. All we need to do now is to answer the question of the god Khufu in this lovely, lovely, flashy orange backdrop. The password we typed is EGF Office. The password is generated randomly. We get EGF at the start, Office at the end, and one letter. And I've got it correct. I've unlocked the treasure and survived. Genio, it says, which is Spanish. For genius, which is me. Again, it does that dynamically based on the text on the bottom left, which is in yellow. How lovely. I am indeed a genius. The greatest mind of our age. It's a nice little, it's a very nice effect. Sort of 3D text. So that was KEOPS. I think Mr. Sarsa should be very, very proud of himself. Very proud indeed. Should be. I'll submit the tapes to Spectrum Computing, and hopefully you'll be able to play it next month if you're so inclined. Thank you for watching.